Liechtenstein. What's Liechtenstein? Liechtenstein. I don't. You know what? You don't get a card. You Liechtenstein. Y'all, a whole new game just came out. So this is Doodle Empires. It's a game where you have a blank map originally, and you're supposed to fill it in with all this stuff, but they added an update. So this is the map maker / scenarios update, and people have started to mod, and this is just came out a couple days ago. I wasn't even paying attention. This was not even in my purview, but someone made the HOI4 map from 1936, and brother, it is so good. It's so good, dude. Somebody literally made HOI4 in Doodle Empires, and it's lit. Okay, so let's check it out. I know what you're thinking, like, oh, you know, it's Doodle Empires, blah, blah, blah. How much detail is there? Oh, brother, there's so much detail. Every single nation has its, like, leader that was in 1936. I mean, you got Adolf Hitler. Where's that guy come from? Nobody knows. You got Stalin, you know, quit Stalin, give me all your mocks, whatever. And then you've got Stanley Baldwin, and so like it's just incredibly detailed. And they added a couple new maps. They added Pangea, and they added some other things that I don't remember currently, but they also made it so you can draw better and all that stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a little bit of this, just kind of go over how I like to do Doodle Empires. We're gonna let the random button choose. All hail the random button, and currently all my cards that I have are large expand, and we're just gonna turn them up, and new leader, and maybe build castle. I really don't see a point of any of these other ones, so we're just gonna start there, and we're gonna hit the random button. Who's gonna get the first card? I'm excited. Is it gonna be Germany? Because if it's Germany, you know what I'm doing. We're going straight into Belgium, baby. All right, first country that I'm gonna choose here, since I'm gonna choose kind of at random, is let's start with France. You know, what's going on with you, France? What kind of card are you gonna get? You're gonna get a medium expand, of course. And you know what? Let's try a new feature. Is it just if I hold shift, I can only go into my borders. Interesting. Oh, you know what, France? We're gonna go ahistorical. France is gonna eat the Benelux, and then they're gonna just dip. They're gonna dip. Okay, next country, it's gonna be random. It's actually New Zealand. What happens with New Zealand? New Zealand gets a card, and you know what, New Zealand, you're just gonna go up in these here islands. You're just gonna kind of do something like this, and that's all you're gonna do. You're gonna hang out there, have fun. That's cool. Thanks, love you, boo. All right, next country, and it's gonna be Qinghai Ma. Don't know what this is, but we're gonna do it, and we're gonna draw a card. You know what? It is Chinese unification time, baby. And there it is. All right, next is Siam. So Siam gets the card, and we're going to build a nice old castle down here. And this is going to be Saimama. There it is, Saimama. All right. Hell, Belgium. Oh, Belgium, you're in a different spot than I was expecting. Okay. I forgot that you have colonies, Belgium. What happened in your colonies, Belgium? Say it for the class. You won't. New leader. Okay. Oh, my neighbors just pulled in. Okay. And I saw a light coming out of my porch. I was like, am I getting robbed right now? That'd be kind of crazy. All right, let's draw a card. Draw a card, and they get a small expansion. So they got a new leader. And you know what, Belgium? What are you going to do? Oh, what if I just make you beeline straight back to home? Yeah. The Belgium comeback is gonna happen. I'm gonna try to get them to beeline straight home. All right, and Germany gets the card. All right, Germany, you know what time it is. All right, Germany. Next is Mongolia. Ooh, Mongolia. Welcome to eating Tanatuva and parts of the Soviet Union. And then you're also gonna start taking over all of China. Reclaim the Khanate. Uruguay, you know what? If you're from Uruguay, I know what you hate. And what do you hate more than anything? That would be Argentinians. So you're gonna go kill the Argentinians, I guess. Except for that kind of looks like a banana. Anyway, I don't know if that's true. I don't know anything about Uruguay, to be completely honest. I do know that you have a very good soccer team / football team. Whatever. Oh, the Soviet Onion. All right. And they get a large expansion. Well, you know, if the one thing the Soviets hate, and that's up here, that's the Baltics. They hate the Baltics, and they're going to eat all the Baltics. And goodbye, Poland. Poland, you had a good time. Thank you for showing up. And there it is. And how about just a little winter war? Just a little winter war for the funsies. Okay, Poland. I forgot to kill you, Poland. Well, oh, you just get a new leader. Rip. Okay, so actually you do get a small expansion. You know what, Poland? Welcome to Czechoslovakia. All right. So Poland just moved south. Poland's like, see ya, I don't want to be ya, and I'm so sorry, Slovakia. The Czechia is okay. Czechia is just chilling. They're like, shh, don't tell them I'm here. Okay. Uruguay gets the card again. All right. I thought Uruguay got the card. There it is. So again, they're going to continue the banana. Continue the banana. All right. Next is the United States. All right. What's the U.S. going to do? Portugal, you've had it too good for too long. No, well, I guess you're taking those islands. I thought better of this. What else is the U.S. going to do? Actually, oh, do I have to scroll all the way over there to get to Japan? Dang it. Taking the long way to the Japan. Okay, so Japan, you take those islands by accident and then take some of these off them. They're Japanese, and take them. Just take them. Just take them. You can do that. That's okay, U.S. All right, that's all you're gonna do. You're just gonna take some islands, and you know what? What I'm also gonna do is, maybe I'll separate the UP at one point, but who knows? Anyway, next, Greece. All right, what's Greece gonna do? So Greece historically kind of got rolled. Albania, boop. Goodbye, Albania. And what's the first thing that the Greeks would do if they had unlimited power? They would go immediately onto the Turks. It is to be told. And Saudi Arabia, what is Saudi Arabia gonna do? I'll just put some oil in there. Okay, so just threw some stuff in the desert. What would Saudi Arabia do? They'd probably try to reform the Ottoman Empire, right? So if I were to reform the Ottoman Empire, goodbye Kuwait. Well, I guess they just declared war on the British. Whatever. Saudi Arabia, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. We'll see if the English come in. We'll see if the English come in. Okay, well, here comes the Raj. The Raj decided, you know what? I'm gonna build a castle. I'm gonna build a castle right here. I'm gonna be like, please stay out. There we go. I think that's probably perfect. That would keep me out anyway, I think. I don't know. Lebanon, so the French Lebanese. Okay, Lebanon. What do we want? You want a small expansion? Gonna get some of that Turkish and they just took some of this booty over here. That's just what they did. Austria. Okay. What do you get? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm running out of ideas. No one likes the Italians, right? Get out of here. The Italians lose this territory. They lose this territory. They navally invade through the Italians, but don't take it. And then they go around and start taking the Horn of Africa. I don't know, man. I'm just here. I'm just a guy. I already made that joke before. Oh, Burma. I just watched a documentary on this part and it looked terrible. So I'm just gonna call this rainy or monsoon. Mansoon. Yeah. All right, Australia. What's Australia gonna do? Well, I'm sorry, New Zealand, but this was bound to happen. This is bound to happen to you. But they make it just onto the foothold. They get all these little things, but they get stopped right here for some reason, and we'll see what happens next. All right. Another Chinese warlord. And what does this Chinese warlord do? They just kind of do a little consolidation, just do a little bit of that. You know what? How about I'll have these guys be the main force that attacks against Manchuria over here, or Manchukuo? You Manchukuo? Yeah, you're Manchukuo when you're Japanese. You're Manchuria when you're Chinese. I remember. Kinda? That might be a lie. Let me know in the comments below if that's a lie. If it is, my bad. Oh, hey, they get the card anyway, so that's cool. They get a castle. Then I'm gonna call this Fort Lies. Maybe. Maybe. You gotta leave it up, you gotta make sure the haters know. Oh, Qinghai Ma. Okay, Qinghai Ma, what you get? You get a new leader. That's unfortunate. How about a medium expansion? So again, we're just gonna have you take out this little nation right here. Just these little guys, yeah. And then boop. Little boop right there too. And I don't know why, but they just did. That's just what you do. Okay, Costa Rica. Not gonna do very much, not gonna lie. They're gonna take this little island, and that's all this is where Jurassic Park happens, right here. This is Isla Nublar from Jurassic Park fame, and that's the start of that story. Soviet Union, what are you doing? Soviet Union, you get to expand, huh? So I guess you probably would, you didn't go into there. I'm gonna have Germany declare war on you. You're just gonna continue to winter war, and you know what? You're gonna do this limited war that you do against the Japanese. Well, where do you guys go in? Where do you attack them? I think you do take this eventually, right? Well, I didn't mean to take all that much. They attack somewhere over here, but then they sign peace or something like that. I don't remember. I don't care. Liechtenstein. What's Liechtenstein? Liechtenstein. I don't. You know what? You don't get a card. Fuck you, Liechtenstein. All right, and here we go. More attack on Fort Lies. I don't know why. I got nothing against Liechtenstein. I just didn't know what to do with them, man. God, brother, leave me alone. I just T-posed like IRL. Okay, you know what? Liechtenstein, you're gonna act like this? Fine. You get to murder Switzerland, and that's entirely on you. You only get Swiss land, though. That's it. You know what? And you're not even gonna take all of it. You're gonna take most of it. Let's do that. Yeah, there's that little micro detail that I like to do. Yeah. How about that? How's that make you feel? North Yemen, thank you. Thank you, North Yemen. And you know what? I'm gonna have you do, North Yemen. You're gonna start a limited offensive against these here Saudis, and you're gonna try to liberate the other countries that they decided to murder. So they're gonna just kind of start enveloping, and they're gonna get stopped there and see how Saudi Arabia reacts to that one. Oh, here's the Raj. And the Raj, what do they get? They get a large expansion. And you know what? They're actually also, because of how this happened, this part gets cut out. The Raj comes in and just takes this, tries to liberate, in quotation marks, as they say they do. But this probably will lead to some sort of independence movement. I don't know. This has gone from half silly to half serious at this point. I don't know what's happening. The Czechs are back. Hell yeah, dude. What are you doing? Oh, you just get a new leader? That's cool. New card. You get a castle? All right. Castle, Czechia. Yeah. Czechia, your pants. I don't know. Oh, the UK gets a card. Okay, so what would the UK do in my silly scenario? So the UK would probably go into North. Yeah, I think that's what they do. They try to go into Africa, but they get stopped right there. They do a little limited offensive, but they do kick the Italians out right here. And then they attack they do the age-old tradition and attack Ireland for no reason. Everybody liked that. Everybody cheered in the chat for that one. And what else do they do? That's it. Believe it or not, that's it. Yeah. Good job, UK. You did it. Iraq, you're gonna take Qatar. Actually, yeah, you're gonna do that. And I think Saudi Arabia is actually just gonna start getting dissolved. I think that's what's gonna happen there. And the Dutch East Indies. So the Dutch, these are the real Dutch now. And what I'm gonna have them do is what's the nearest French possession? They're gonna try to take they're gonna make Vietnam Dutch again. Hashtag. And France is like, yo, what up? And France, I think they're gonna declare war on England and take a little bit of the English territory right there, but then they're gonna go a little bit into Germany, but they're not gonna do very much. But what they're really focused on is those dang old Belgians. They're gonna just continue to take them out, and for no reason. And you know what's this? What is this? Ah, I didn't get to kill him. Dang it. Liechtenstein, I swear to God, Liechtenstein, you're not cool. You know what? You do get a card though. You do get a card, and you're actually going to kill the rest of the Swiss for no reason. I swear to God, if you get another card, Liechtenstein, I'm gonna have you invade Germany and see what happens. You know, just to see how it feels. Just the tip. All right, communist China. Again, it's just the warlords. Just everybody warlording. There it is. And Iraq, again, continuing the same thing. Just gonna dismantle the Saudis. Bulgaria. What's Bulgaria gonna do? Oh, what if I was Bulgarian? What would I do in this messed up upside down #Stranger Things scenario? I guess I'll just murder some Romanians. I guess. Wow, Iraq, you're kind of making a big old play. You're just kind of they're making the old empire hashtag or whatever that is. Austria, okay, what happens with you, Austria? Oh, you get a small expansion. Good. I'm sorry, Czechia, but it's Austria's time to shine. Oh, and New Zealand gets a card, and they get to take back some of their territory from the Australians. It's hype. Okay. Next card. Xinjiang. What happens to you with you, Xinjiang? You know what? Those Mongolians probably don't need that territory anymore, right? Yeah. The Guanzi clique. They get a card, and this is a you know what? China for Chinese. Now, get rid of all them ports that the French and English have. And I mean, that at least was coming up eventually, right? So whatever. All right, the Dominican Republic. What happens with you? What happens in the Dominican? They get baseball. They get the institution of baseball. That'll be very helpful in about like 50 years. If you know, you know. Manchukuo, what do you do? What do you do? You know what, Manchukuo? You're gonna take back some of this territory that you lost. You're gonna retake Fort Lies, and you're gonna go like that. It's almost like what happened in real life, but not really at all. Yugoslavia. I go Slavia? No, Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia, what are you going to do? You lost a little bit of territory to the Greeks, and so that's going to happen, and the Italians are going to get pushed back, and that's it. That's it. You're just going to basically retain your borders as you were, and the Greeks get the card, and the Greeks take the land back. It is real back and forth. It looks like the Balkans are being Balkans. Who would have seen that coming? Even in a game that has no historical precedent whatsoever, nor does it have anybody that's involved with the Balkans, ruling the Balkans, and there's still a lot of wars going on in the Balkans. Oof. All right, Belgium. You continue your drive to the sea. It's just gonna be getting a pretty good encirclement there. Actually, on accident. Like that. I like that a lot. Oh, the Czechs get the card, and they're gonna take back Czechia. And they took a little bit of the German territory on accident, actually. Nepal. Nepal. You know what, Nepal? I think you're just gonna. I think you're just gonna vibe. I think you're just gonna vibe. And how about another Chinese warlord? What do you get? Medium expansion. Who did I have you attack before? Yeah, let's just have you attack over here, a little bit over here. Who will be China? Nobody knows. Ecuador? Sure, Ecuador. You know what you hate? You hate Peruvians. Get back some of that territory. I think you lost territory to the Peruvians at some point. It's possible. I don't remember. Siam. We're back in Siam. All right. Well, I guess you're going to get some of that Dutch territory back. That's pretty lit. Everybody loved that. +1 in chat right there, and small expansion. Small expansion for Bolivia. Okay, I guess you know what? We're gonna have the Bolivians come in and try to kill the Peruvians. What? Because why? I don't know. Manchukuo gets the card. Manchukuo, this can vibe in Korea, but Korea is fine. And Manchukuo is actually gonna continue, and they're gonna start dotting a little bit of the territory. Oh, the brush was too big. It was too big. Whoops. Thank you, Sweden. What are you gonna do? Goodbye, Danes. Don't know why, and we're gonna try to get the Swedish Empire back, I guess. Mexico. What's Mexico gonna do? Mexico's gonna get a new leader, apparently, and they're gonna get a very small expansion here. And they're gonna just try to take Guatemala and Belize, I believe. And we're gonna do, let's say, 5 more cards here. Syria? What's gonna happen with you, Syria? I guess you're also just gonna go after the Ottomans. You're gonna go in 2 different ways, and we'll see what happens there. Okay. Hungary. Hungary's a hungry country, and it wants to eat the Poles. Will the Poles get killed by the Hungarians? Let's see here. Oh, they almost do, and they accidentally swing a little bit into Soviet territory. The Vatican? Okay, here's a lit power play. The Vatican takes over Italy. Why? Because Jesus. Oh yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. There's a little bit of Italians left there, but hey, Denmark, Italians. I said that really odd, didn't I? And the Danes are back, but they live exclusively up north, and they declare war on Canada because why not? Oh, and they get 2 cards. right in a row. Good for you, Denmark. Good for you. And the New Zealanders, excuse me, they reverse attack the Australians, and that's where we're gonna leave the episode right there. They're gonna take over Tasmania, a little bit of the mouth of the cat. You ever think that this looks like a cat and this looks like a dog? And the cat's got a big old hairball. But if you think about that, think about subscribing, and I'd appreciate that. Anyway, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.